And that's the end of the prologue. This is one of the few games where a character that you play whose primary characteristic is that he's a soldier. He's not dressed in soldier clothing. This is one of the few games that does that. I can't immediately think of anything off the top of my head that doesn't do that. But as you saw his backstory, he's kind of an ex-soldier now, so...
Hey, wake up. You alright?
Oh, what happened? The ship must have capsized.
Get up. The ship's dead in the water. Can you walk?
Only one way to find out. Where am I?
Pal and I. But it's really not safe here on the beach. There's an infection, some sort of plague.
It spread here as well? Jesus.
The whole island's gone to hell.
Jesus Christ.
We'll talk later. Right now you need to move. Head for the Paradise Survival Camp. Look for the big treehouse. You'll find other survivors there. Take this. In the meantime, I'll see if anyone else washed up on the beach.
Okay, at this point, you have lost all your weapons, but you keep any ingredient items you found and money. So if I had picked up the flexible hose in the prologue, I keep that. The house to the left has some good stuff, but I'm going to skip that. I'm just going to grab this cleaver so I have 2 weapons. I like to throw bladed weapons. I don't think I'd end up throwing a lot in this playthrough. But in a normal game, I'm just throwing weapons left and right. I have leveled up in the top left there, but I won't be accessing my level up screen every time I get a level up. Again, I'm trying to be fast in gameplay time. So I'm instead of opening the menu every time, looking at it, I'm just gonna do it in groups. Alright, normally you're supposed to run up the ramp, but I've kind of got a faster way. At least I think it is faster. Now here I do a little weird gimmick. I side jump while I'm falling. If you don't jump, you can jump when you're falling. And that will break your momentum so that you don't hurt yourself when you fall. You can survive any height with this trick. Through the water, I was side jumping because it's kind of faster than trying to slosh your way forward. You did this in like Ocarina of Time also to go fast. Alright, so these zombies, they realize I'm here, so I just sort of side jump past all of them. Then I grab this. Unfortunately for me, because I didn't realize it, because every time I tried this practice run through, I had the money. I've got $162 right now. You need 200. So I quickly do what I can to get the money. Alright, see, that was extremely easy. Just throw and problems are solved. This is why, when I played the Dying Light game, I'm assuming that I probably followed many of these same tricks. Jump kick everything and throw your weapon all the time. Now, I don't throw this bat, at least not intentionally, because the blunt weapon will kind of end up anywhere. At least the bladed weapons, I can find it on the zombie bodies. Looting is a hassle sometimes because you might see a little kick icon right there. My character just executed that zombie. It's not really a kick. It's more like a jumping punch. If you'll see it anytime I'm above a zombie. If I hit the E button, your character will fly down and kill the zombie in one hit. There's a lot of problems with that function in this game, though, and I'm pleased that it doesn't really happen in Dying Light. So I have the money, I go ahead and upgrade this. Now this is going to be my go-to weapon for a while. The nailed baseball bat. Now, it's not because like it looks cool or anything. When a zombie is down, it appears that the modified weapons have much higher chance of making their special ability work. So in this case, the special ability of the nailed baseball bat is to make the opponent bleed. In a lot of games, bleeding is kind of its weird, only iffy thing. Status effects, you can generally ignore them in a lot of games. In this case, so I don't have to stop and hit every zombie, run out of stamina, wait for stamina to recover, I can effectively hit a zombie once while he's on the ground, and he'll bleed to death. as long as my weapon is sufficiently leveled or upgraded.
Something useful?
You'll see more of what I mean as the game proceeds. On the upper right, you'll see the baseball bat icon, and there's a white bar.
Close. I'm glad you made it.
A portion of that white bar is gone. That's its durability.
Oh, Jesus. I thought we were goners. Where the hell did you come from?
It's not important. What is important is locking this place down, starting with the bridge. It's the weakest point in our defenses.
You're not telling me anything I don't know. The bridge is our bloody weak spot. We've got some fences. Maybe securing the other entrances will slow them down. But I need you to put them up. Can you lend a hand?
All right.
I appreciate it. Grab the rolled fences and put them up in the designated spots.
I spent a little bit of time looting the bodies because you have to wait for Trevor to get back to that spot. He also has to thank you at least once, which he'll do as soon as you walk near him, whether he's walking or standing there. Now, while setting up these fences, I try to move as close as possible to the placement of where they need to be, because carrying them is slow. It doesn't really save me much time, and probably if I slip up at any
Thank God you're
point of it, it's going to cost me a lot more time than it saves. But you know, this is not trying to be a world record speed run or anything. I
slow them down. Thanks.
don't do any fury. Oh, here we go. You have to kind of stand in this area. About where I am is about as close as you can get to the front to trigger the next portion of the quest. I start trying to run off, but then I realize I need to wait longer until he finishes. Now I can move off.
Defend, brothers!
freak.
These barrels here, you cannot detonate them not until the quest lets you. So there's my jump kick. You'll see me doing that a lot. Since this is a new character to me, and because I'm trying to show off John Morgan a little bit, I'll be also doing his running kick later. I do not get his uppercut though, because I've read that it has poor hit detection. Alright, you'll notice all the zombies behind me are dead. I just swing at them with the bat, and I leave. I don't waste time trying to beat them to death. I swung at that other zombie twice to make sure he was dead, because he took a normal kick and he fell down. I wasn't really sure if that would count for making bleed happen. He still had some stamina left. I trust in those two to finish off the zombies, or that particular zombie. Now, I remember how I said that the infected don't stand up. This one, I've never had to go outside the base camp to kill all the zombies, and this was just a regular walker. Infected are the running ones, and walkers are the slow shambling ones. It works out just fine because I pretty much have to tear down that fence anyways.
That was close. It's truth. I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but they would have overrun us. Now the fences are working, but you were right about the bridge. We need to blow it. It's too dangerous. Take this flare gun and use it to ignite the barrels by the bridge.
Normally I'm out here before even the first infected shows up, but I was on the other side of that fence. I found that even though the one on the right is the first one you really see as you leave towards the center of the reticle, the one on the left is easier to get because it's got a standing barrel. The flare gun kind of has a
Getting better.